it V Rose?
CarNet services are currently not activated. Please call 877-820-2290 for more information or to activate your service.
I don't want that. Good evening. I'm over here pushing buttons. Don't know what I'm pushing. That's a shame. I was like, oh no, what's that? Hey, it's too bright in here. Hey. Hey, V Rose. Hey, Gary. How are ya? Is that too close? Hell yeah. Oh man, what have I done? Oh man. I feel crazy because I ain't in a lighted parking lot like usual. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Bust it, bust it, bust it down, Brown. Wiggle, wiggle, shake, shake, wiggle, wiggle, shake, shake. Bust it, bust it, bust it down, Brown. Thought I forgot that song, didn't you? Oh, can y'all hear me? That's what I need to know. Because I don't know what I done to this. Okay, I think we good now. Thank you for asking. You're welcome. I had a bad day, but I pray Jesus Christ through it. Glory be to God. Yes. That's what we got to do. Through the good and bad times. Make you think of that one song. What was that song called? That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. Keep smiling, keep shining. Knowing you can always count on me. For sure. That's what God is for. In good times, in bad times, He'll be on your side forever. You replayed it. I gotta go check it out because I was somewhere in La La Land and sleeping and woke. I don't know what I was doing this morning, but I was out. Listen, last night when I got to work, I said I was gonna drop my Wednesday shift. I dropped it not realizing what I was dropping was, okay, the Wednesday, but then I also dropped the 3 to 6 that I was actually on. So I look at my thing like 2 points. I ain't dropped no shift, and it took me like all the way to this morning to figure out what I had done. I'm hoping that when I go back to HR that they'll just take it off because I actually worked. I'm on the clock. They see it. And I don't know what it be about my glasses, but I just cleaned them. And I don't know, it's just a mess. I left early and came on home. I was like, I'm over it. It's like something about these new shifts that they done, the way they did it, it's like, I'm not going back in there probably till next week. I'm going door dashing. That's what I'm gonna do this week. I'm gonna get in the car and go make some money. I ain't did that in a long time. Yes. Get my hustle on. But other than that, that's all I did was just chilled out today. Nothing spectacular. I folded laundry, put it away, so that was a good thing. Actually was exciting. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get used to these glasses, because it's like to read, I gotta be like this. I don't know. One day. But anywho, I just came on because I normally do. Even though I'm not going to work right now, I'm sitting outside the house. For real, for real. You know, most peaceful in the car sometimes. When you on live, you just, I ain't gotta worry about children and TVs and things like that. So I just came out here and pulled up to see what you guys were doing. It is so crazy because I feel weird. Like, let me see. Maybe that's it because my seat went pushed back and it's normally pushed back. He said sitting inside the car at night with the heater is bussing. And look, it's cold out here too, so it's bussing, bussing. It's bussing, bussing, okay? It's just, I don't know, it's a place of woosah, you know what I mean? Being in the car. I've been doing it for years. I'll pull up at home after a hard day work and just sit and sit and sit and sit. To the point it's like, let me get out this car. It done been an hour and a half. And didn't care. Be done rolled down the window, put my foot out and everything else. Be chilling. It's something about the car. It's such a peaceful place. I gotta start wearing my earbuds so much. It's drying out the inside of my ear. It make it itch. I'm always listening to something. Yeah, I gotta find a new way. Or buy some. I'm gonna try the little foam ear things for the earbuds. But yeah, man, like today was a good day, and even if we didn't have a not so good day, it was still a good day because you here, you know what I'm saying? Here on Earth, here in the chat. I've been same old same for me, you know what I'm saying? Just keeping my eyes on the prize, getting ready for branding, because I know I'm gonna get this sweet. So I gotta the lady did contact me today and say she'll have it ready soon for me to view. That way I can go in there and assess the space that I'm gonna be going into. And good evening, Andre. How are you? Be able to assess the space and see how I want to really set it up. Because it's really like having your own salon within a salon without the overhead. So I'm really excited about that. Just going in and adding my own personal touch, just creating the vibe that I want in it for my people when they come. Have it set up real nice and pretty and plushed out a little bit. Get some swanky pillows and just hello, Gabriel. He said you were touched by an angel, and Angel Hernandez. Angel Hernandez is now. Man, you're crazy. What? Okay. Thank you, William. I appreciate that. I'm doing great. Thank you. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Y'all be like the sweetest people, and then y'all be starting to troll some of y'all. Hey man, Pyre, you're awesome too, and I hope that your day gets better and that tomorrow you definitely will have a better day, or later on, or I don't know what time zone you in, but whenever you close your eyes and wake up again, it's gonna be all good. And I think that a lot of times when we have bad days, let's not focus on what was so bad, but just wake up with a new mindset and choose to have a better day. You know what I mean? No matter what's happening right now, this day is gonna be good. That's the way I'm moving today. No matter what the world try to throw at me, no matter what the family try to throw at me, no matter what the job try to throw at me, today is good. So I pray that you have a better day tomorrow, or even a better the rest of your evening. No, I'm not saying you were trolling. It'd be like I said, it'd be like a whole lot of just nice and kind people come in, and then next thing you know, yeah. But it comes with the territory, especially on this. Thank you, RJ. Especially on this vertical. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm just talking about my adventure in. Hey, Ethan, you troll, but you're not. Hey, we take nice trolls. What's my take on raisins? I like raisins in my raisin bran. I don't know. That's funny. Um, yeah, I just want to build a space that's for my people. You know, the people that I serve. You know, if you don't know, I am a cosmetologist. I'm a hairstylist. I be doing hair. And I'm creating my own space for my clients to come into and feel relaxed and comfortable. You know, it's be something that's pretty for while they're getting pretty at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know, no, we can't paint the walls, can't put holes in the walls, so that's a good thing because you can always use the tape things. Hey, Pimple from England, rural England. Okay, schoolwork. And I don't know. I just want to set a good vibe in there so that when they come in, it's like they already feel pretty because it's pretty in there, or whatever the cares of the world was before they walk in, they fall off. You know, that's the type of vibe I'm trying to set, and that's what I'm saying. I don't have the control of in the space that I work in now, so I'm like, I can't say how excited I am to be able to get my own flow going, you know, like I said, without having to worry about the overhead of a full salon, you know. So that's gonna be pretty dope. It's gonna be pretty dope. I love getting pictures. I need to start thinking of color schemes for real, for real. I normally go with like a blue like this in my shirt, if you can see it. It's like turquoise aqua type setup. But who live in Vermont? You new here? We just hang out and talk about good stuff, positive stuff. Talk about God. We talk about life. We talk about careers. We talk about funny stuff. I mean, whatever comes to mind from the heart. Happy birthday, Phil. Big shout out on your birthday. Hope you have a blessed one. But yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. And other than that, I've been on chill mode, honestly. Like I said, I decided I probably won't go back to work until next week because at this point I feel like enough is enough and I need a break. So since I put in enough hours this week that I don't have to work anymore unless I want to, that's what I'm gonna do. Do some different things, you know. I was thinking about an old video I did that I ran across. It was like a little short or a reel, but I listened to it and I was talking about faith carries weight. And I'm like, man, I used to be talking about some stuff that I forget, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes when I listen to it, you be like, man, that's exactly how I feel in this day. It's like an on-time word no matter when you press the play to listen to it. A lot of times we walk around and we carry a lot of heavy burdens. You know what I mean? We tend to deal with things that we can't do anything about anyway, and I think that just comes from sometimes just from being compassionate towards other people, or sometimes people care too much, so we pick up all these heavy burdens, and those are the things that we're supposed to allow God to carry, but for some reason we want to use our natural and dismiss his supernatural, and try to hold on to all this different weight that wasn't meant for us to be carrying. So now we carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders. We're bogged down. We're not motivated. We feel like we don't have anybody. Nothing's working out. But it's really just the weight that we've chosen to carry that really didn't, dang, y'all getting busy. That really didn't belong to us in the first place. And if it says that God, Jesus carries our burdens, he carries our heavy burdens, I'm like, man, faith carries weight. When we insert faith, that faith should take away that heaviness. It should take away that extra weight we've picked up besides the weight that our body frame is that is designed to carry. I think as human beings, we just tend to like to pick up stuff that we have no business picking up. You know what I mean? I think some of us are... okay, let's say this. Each one of us carry a solution for something or some things, but none of us carry a solution for everything. But the solution is inside of us, wants to try to solve every single problem that tries to come up. And that's when things get happy on you. When you're trying to solve problems that weren't meant for you to solve, or solve other people's problems that ain't got nothing to do with you. And just, we need to take a step back and insert that faith. I mean, what's going on? It does say love your enemies, but that doesn't mean I got this enemy, I love you, come on over, let's hang out and play the video game. The highest command that God gives us is to love, and we're supposed to love everybody. We're not supposed to have any hate in our heart. To love your enemy is to love yourself. If you love yourself, then if you can't love your enemy, how can you love anybody else? I don't know. It sounds strange and it seems hard and weird, but I don't believe it's a love in the sense of, like I said, you about to go hang out and eat lunch with. The love for your enemy is to keep hate out of your heart. When we love our enemies, it's designed to keep hate out of your heart. Because once you allow hate in your heart, now you're compromised in spirit. And we can't allow, people, places, and things that mean us no good to change our heart. We don't want to become hard at heart because, well, I don't care if they hate me, I hate them. That's why the world is so messed up, because nobody loves their enemy. The Bible tells us to love your neighbor as you love yourself. Nobody wants to be kind. Nobody wants to be loving. How do we know that just having a loving heart won't change some of those enemies' hearts? Sometimes people are enemies because they were never loved. Sometimes your display of caring and love is the display that would cause a change in somebody else. That's the way I look at it for myself. Love the sinner, hate the sin. Absolutely. Is it true the Bible says love your enemies? Love the sinner. I like that one. Amaru said A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Hi, love God. You are welcome, dear. Love you. Good. Too much. Love, blessing. Here's some the ABCs on us. Okay. Yeah. But I think that we make this world so hard to navigate. Most people, I tend to just focus on what's good rather than what's bad. There's always going to be both. You know what I'm saying? So either I'm going to waste my life and time focusing on bad things and missing all the good things, or I'm going to try to focus on the good things and not worry about what's bad. I'm not going to go into the ring and start saying, come here, you little bad thing. Let's have fun. Let's go play in the sandbox. No, I'm going to go enjoy life. I'm going to enjoy life. Although it's bad things around me, doesn't mean bad things have to be just taking over your life, you know? It doesn't mean that. We've been coexisting with bad since the beginning of time. It's the way the world is set up. But we give more energy to what's bad than good, and that's why a lot of people get caught up in a space of having a heart that's full of hate versus love, because they focus so much on the bad. Now that bad thing has infiltrated their heart before they know it. Now they no longer know who they are because they became the very thing they dislike. We have to be mindful of those types of things. The narrow path is the best. Yeah, that's what the old people say. What they say, it might be tight, but it's right. You gotta that's what I was telling them last night. You know, we stay on that path and focus on the purpose. No matter what, don't get off that path, but focus on the purpose. Why am I on this path? Where is this path taking me? Just stay on that path. It might get rocky, it might get shifty, it might go up and down and all that good stuff, but we stay focused on our purpose, whatever that may be, you know. I think our purpose is truly just to love and live life in it, you know, as godly as we can, the best way we can. And everything else, our gifts and talents, are the tools that God uses for us to be a help to other people. You know, some people think, like I had someone that would say, my purpose is to do hair and yours is too. And I'm like, no, that's not my purpose. Yes, it is, because it's mine. No, that's not my purpose. My purpose isn't to style hair. That's my gift and my talent. What styling hair is my my platform. It's the way God uses me to serve part of my purpose, you know, by way of behind my chair. It's like, it's my ministry, you know, it's my rendition of the church, where I'm loving and kind to the people that I serve and allow God to use that platform however he sees fit. My purpose isn't to do hair. My purpose is to inspire, encourage, uplift, motivate all people, but definitely women, because that's the field I'm in. And I believe my purpose is also to teach. I am a natural born teacher. I don't know what that looks like for me spiritually, you know, as of yet, but like I do hair classes, so I'm like really good at teaching my hair cutting method, and it's like natural. Or I find that when I am like explaining something to somebody, it just comes almost like second nature, where it's like a thorough explanation. And I'm like, who taught you that, ma'am? That's why I say it's part of my purpose. Because when you're able to do things and you know it's not in your own power, it has to be it has to be your purpose. Let me see. And why what? By the time, oh, she sees she's not going to know what you're asking. The song is good because God made your song. You talking about that ABCD song? I told you that was great. If that's what you're talking about. And why what? Yeah, why? Why what, Anna? Yeah, so I think we all serve a purpose for a greater good of other people. You know, I don't think that life is meant to be lived as a selfish, it should be selfless. Should we have selfish moments? Yeah, but not in the sense where you're cruel to people, but in the sense of, like right now, I don't want to go to work and I'm not. So I'm having me a little selfish moment. I'm chilling. I'm not going back to work this week. I'm on the schedule for Friday, but I really don't think I'm going to go. I think I'm going to, next week, I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to try doing a day shift and then go back and doing 3 in the day and 3 in the evening. I'm going to try that out and see how that works for me. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we lost Anna. Because I don't know what she's talking about. Don't know. Yeah, but I don't know, y'all. I mean, I don't know why the movie Forrest Gump just came in my head when he was like, Mama always told me life is like a box of chocolates. That is such, it's like, although it's like one of the funniest scenes in the thing, it's like, it's one of the realest things to say. If you eat chocolates of any sort and, they have the assorted kind, I don't know about y'all, but if I get a box of chocolates, I'm trying to see what's on the inside of those chocolates, right? So when you open that box, the first thing you want to do is, I wonder what kind this one is. You might look on the back and see what the flavors are. You might not, but regardless of the fact, you still don't know which are which in that box of chocolate. So we don't know what we're gonna get dealt with in life on the daily, but just like them chocolates, the only way you're gonna find out is to take a bite. I remember last year, it might have been, was it Valentine's Day? Maybe. Or early. Was that this year? Yeah, this year. Valentine's Day, not last year. This year, Valentine's Day, me and my guy, we had a box of chocolate. And it was just so funny. I don't know why. It was just like one of the funnest things. Probably because we was kind of new in our relationship or whatever. But we found the most pleasure and fun out of trying to figure out what was inside of each one of those chocolates. You're talking about two grown behind people that sat there and bit off every piece of chocolate and thought it was funny. This one nasty, this one good. I think that's exactly how life is set up. Sometimes we get a little bitterness. Sometimes we get some sweet things going on. Sometimes we get nuts and no, let me quit. You didn't know it was gonna be peanuts in there and you're allergic. Oh no, now we need another one. It might be strawberry, it might be peaches, it might be vanilla, it might be nougat, it might be caramel, whatever the case may be. Life is definitely like a box of chocolate. At any given moment, we don't know what we're gonna get, but you gotta live. You gotta try, You can't just sit there and look at life and be like, no, I ain't going that way, because it's life. Take off. Ooh, that scared me, whatever that was blowing. Yeah, but we got a lot of new faces tonight. Hey, Nate the Great. Hey, what's up, baby? Nate, baby. Hey, hey. Yeah, I'm playing hooky. Playing hooky. Well, I ain't playing hooky because I wasn't on the schedule. But I still wanted to. I want to try to maintain my consistency of going live. So I said, hey, I'm about to come outside and go live. Hey, Anna. ¿Cómo está? Heidi. Yeah, we got V Rose in the house as our number one flight attendant, our translator. I don't know, y'all. Let's do a little Q&A. Anybody got any questions? Don't ask me no crazy questions. And if I got an answer for you, I'll answer it. And if I don't have an answer, we'll see if V Rose or, I don't know if Gary's still here. If he's still here, just somebody else can answer it. Okay. Welcome, Augustine. How are you? I don't know, y'all. I think tomorrow. Why is this man out here with a flashlight? Where you going, bro? I don't see. That's the thing about it. I take off work and then I don't know what to do with my life. I'm gonna figure out something so we can. Oh Lord, blood of Jesus. No, I'm just kidding. Think about something. Maybe we can do a. Oh Lord. What is these people over here doing? Oh, they like they getting in their car. Yeah, I would be outside in the dark sleeping. Hey, Joe Maloney. How are you? God bless you. Put on the song Stuck in 30 seconds. $30. What? See, you play too much. I tell you, boy. I would like to do a study of people that troll. Like, what makes it? I mean, I know, like, I troll a little bit, but I know why I'm trolling, because I'm trying to, I'm specific with my trolling. Like the other week, I was trolling before the election because I know people were up in arms about it. So I was being real facetious about the election. But what makes people want to get up every single day and go in people's chat and just start saying, like, whatever? Is it that you guys are kids, and you're online playing, which I really suspect? Um, need a hug. Thank you. Thank you, Heidi. I appreciate that. Man, Joe came through like he been here for a year. Thank you. I'm not the goat though. I appreciate it though. I am not the goat. I am not. Why are they driving so fast? Yeah, I don't know. That was cool though. I like that. Anyway, I did like it. I gotta stop drinking this stuff. Yes, too many people hating. And you know what, Joe? You just hit the nail on the head for one of my purposes. Definitely my reason for being on here is just to be a light in a place that otherwise may have more darkness at any given moment. Where we're in a sector, I'm trying to navigate around out of the algorithm of a sector that's got so much darkness that it's not even funny, and I don't like it. You know what I mean? You can really overconsume some things, like things that start off fun and then they turn to a different way and it's not fun anymore. I try to stay away from, but because I've been here since 2012 and I just was on a hiatus for some years, and I came back, and my main goal was to come on and create something that was light, you know what I mean? That was fun, that was meaningful, that if somebody was having a bad day, then I can come on and hopefully say something that'll encourage them to have a better day, or we can chat amongst each other and come up with some encouragement for one another, or hey, somebody might have a problem and somebody has an answer. It's a team effort in a sense, but just have fun and talk about my life. You know what I mean? I'm not no superstar or nothing like that, but life be life, and sometimes you want to talk it out. So I come here and press play and talk. That's my command, is to press play and talk. And I believe caring and sharing. If there's something on my heart and I share with other people, it lets some people know that they're not alone, or they're not, weird for having these things happen in their life. Like, I think a lot of times people think that it's only them. You know what I mean? We can go through anything at any given moment and feel like, why is this happening to me? And really don't know until you talk to others that, wow, there's a lot of people dealing with this one thing, and some of us have overcome those things. So when you're dealing with something, and say I'm just on here sharing my heart, talking whatever comes to heart and mind, and I done touched on something that you're dealing with and I've overcame it, then I'm able to be an inspiration and encouragement to you, and maybe even give you an idea how you too can overcome it. So that's like my purpose, is, like I said, to create a positive vibe, to spread love and light. Hey, Max from Germany. I look real fine. Thank you. What's my favorite animal? Haha. I am really not an animal person. Human beings? No, I'm just kidding. I mean, if I had to say an animal that I like, I guess it's a dog. Although I don't want a dog, but I would say dogs. There's some cute dogs, but I don't want a cute dog. I don't want an ugly dog. I don't want a big dog. I don't want a little dog. But yeah, dogs are pretty cool, I guess. They can be, for those that love them. Much love and respect from Germany. There are too many in the world. We should all live in perfect harmony. We don't know people hate it. Good to show love. When you show love, you get love shown back. You never know what someone else is going through. So God bless. Absolutely 100% never know. Sometimes when I do press play and start talking, it's because I'm going through something. And this is a way that I free my mind. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is prone to have a bad day. I have them. I choose happy, but I have bad days. When I have moments and let's say I get angry, I've intentionally set out not to allow that anger to have a space longer than about 30 to 40 minutes. After that, I got to go pray, shake it off, or something, because when you allow those things in your heart, it harbors different places in your body, and now you got stomach aches or headaches or something like that I'm not trying to have, because I couldn't let go of some anger. A lot of, how many people holding on to anger, all they know now is that they were angry, and they don't even know why they were angry. I literally have two aunts that are literally sisters. They have the same mom, not same dad, but they are sisters. And I would say 30 plus years ago, I can't remember what happened. So I know they don't remember, because they're like, shoot, years older than me. One of them like 11 years older than me, so the other one probably about 15 years. I don't know. But nevertheless, they got into a fist fight probably about 33. Let me see, my son is 32. Yeah, about 32, 33 years ago. I don't remember the beef, but what I do know is, all those years later, they are still angry. Well, one of them is. I would say the other one is just like, I don't know. She's tried, but my other aunt hasn't let it go. So I can only imagine, to be that angry at your baby sister for that long, how much pain you might be in, or how miserable you could be. Yeah, I'm talking about my own auntie, because I'm sorry, my sister hit me in the head with a perfume bottle when we was little. I couldn't imagine myself just staying mad at her just because she hit me back then. Yeah, she popped me. I had a big old hickey on my head. It was just tragic. But you have to lack some kind of love in your heart to be able to hold a grudge with your sister that long, you know. But I guarantee you, I bet they do not know what that fight was about. If I can't remember, I bet you they can't remember. That would be interesting. I should just call her and be like, why are you still mad at her? Hi, I'm from Brazil. Hey. Welcome, Gabrielle Lima. I know a barber that cuts hair in Florida. His name is Jesse Lima. He's a real good barber. Yep. Oh, Jesse. So I think it's just better to exercise love, you know. It's so much hate in the world, and it's always things that bring it out. And unfortunately, here in America, these crazy elections, it just shines a light on things that you need to stay away from. There's a man that I listen to. He always says, God is in the algorithm. And if the majority of the people are flocking to the right, then God is to the left. You know, kind of like everybody going with the flow. Like, yeah, we this and that. You know, this is that and this is that. Da, 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 da. All that chatter and confusion and discord and division, all that stuff over there, we know God is not the author of confusion and all those things. So therefore, when you see all things going that way and you want to hear God, go that way. Go that way. Then you can see everything before your eyes that's happening and know how to navigate around it and not become part of it. The Bible says we are in this world and not of it. And a lot of people are of this world and don't even know it. They think they're just in it, but they've been compromised and they are now of it. You know them by their fruits. You can see it. You can hear it. Hey, realist. How are you this evening? Yep. I know it's hard. You know what I find? It's hard for some people to love and forgive and pray for others. They say we're supposed to pray for everyone. And it scares me when I see somebody say, I'm not praying for this person. I wouldn't pray for that person. I do believe there's some times where God will be like, no, don't pray for them. And that's probably because he's doing something that he needs to get done. And he ain't going to answer your prayer anyway. But I can't imagine saying I'm not praying for somebody because I don't like them. That's a scary thing. You know what I'm saying? That's like God tell us to pray for everybody. And then you say, well, God, I'm not praying for him because I don't like him. That is scary. That is scary. It's quite a relief that the majority of our country is still somewhat sane and voting for Trump. Hey, some people say it's the other way around, that the people that is insane voted. What I believe is things went the way they were supposed to go, you know. I do believe that. You know, a lot of people don't agree. But that's okay, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to agree. You know, I don't think it's about, like, there's no respect, because even in something as simple as an election, the respect is out the door because nobody respects the fact that we all have a choice. We might not like the other person's choice, but that should never come before your character, your dignity, your integrity. It should never turn you into somebody wicked or evil, you know? Never. You know, you have people that are like somebody's car getting repoed. You have people that have literally fell out with family members. I see how, like, this is still like over the days I'm seeing stuff pop up. I see people from both sides saying crazy stuff, but there's one side that will claim that side is doing everything. But it's like, man, I seen a lady, I seen an article, my friend had sent it to me, but I finally seen it pop up online for myself. But the woman worked for FEMA, and I think it was Hurricane Burrow, one of them hurricanes came through there, and she was telling her coworkers to basically don't go to the houses that got Trump signs in the yard. That lady need to be in jail. Oh, okay, so he just towed the car and just dropped it back off. So he must have hurried up, put it on the tow truck, and pulled tight around the corner. And now he putting it on there right. Shoot. When they came and got my car, I was out here like, hey, can I get my stuff? You ain't have to worry about doing none of that crazy stuff. You know they doing the repo and they be driving fast with the car, trying to hurry up. Willis, you are such the ladies' man, aren't you? You're such the ladies' man. I see you. This light bright as hell. I just wanted to shine a little light for a moment. The world is going to be the world. You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do with your time here? That's the question we all need to ask ourselves. You know, am I going to sit here and worry about who don't like who I voted for, or am I going to keep doing what I was supposed to do regardless? I'm going to keep doing what I was supposed to do. And then if these things that were said that were going to happen and these policies happen, I can reap the benefits from it. You know what I mean? And if they don't happen, it's just like, okay, keep going. No. Try to enjoy it while I'm here. Yeah. I mean, why not? You know what I mean? It's a gift. Just think of how many people that are our age and younger that they don't have the same opportunity that we all have right in this moment. We all are above ground breathing and can do anything we put our mind to. We can do anything we put our mind to. We can do good and bad. Some people don't have that choice anymore. No. That's why I don't take life for granted. I pray and ask God, allow me more time. Because you never know. You know what I'm saying? We know what year, what day we were born on every year, but every year that last day passes. We just don't know the year. So, you know, I'm having a great time aging. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why I say I pray for more life is because I want to enjoy some more things. You know what I'm saying? There's things that I still want to do. There's places I want to go. I'm on my first grandchild. I want to see if I can get like 3 or 4. You know, I want to be a grandma. I want to be somebody's wife one day. I want to. There's things that, yeah, I want to do. I want to get to my fullest potential in my career. I want to launch another business. I got so much stuff I want to do. I want to wear some nice clothes, go enjoy some good food. I want to go to church. I want to live. You know what I'm saying? I want to live. My cousin, God bless his soul, he passed away a couple of years ago. He had a struggle with addiction. He was like 54 when he passed, but he had a struggle with addiction, and he was doing well. And I just said that right before you came in here, Realist. I said people pay too much to what's bad versus what is good. and that's where a lot of hate comes from. But he was struggling with, an addiction, and he was kind of doing good. And there's always that moment where somebody may slip back, and his one slip back, he had a fentanyl overdose, and this was around the time, like right after my surgery. I was still kind of recovering and everything. And what happened to me is I had very, very low hemoglobin. So my iron levels were like dangerously, almost fatally low at times, because I could have just dropped at any given moment. And by there being so much stress, like on my hair, my teeth, my heart, after everything started going, I'm going through my healing process. It was like my heart feel funny, so I went to the cardiologist and everything to make sure I'm good. Check this thing out. But during that time when my cousin had passed, that's when I had been to the cardiologist, and I was waiting to hear back from the doctor. Y'all, I about had a mental conniption because I'm in the store. This when I was doing a lot of door dashing and stuff, and I was in Target, and one of my cousins called me, was like, "Hey, you heard?" And I'm like, "Man, who is it?" I'm thinking it's gonna be my dad's oldest brother, and he told me it's my cousin. Then I'm like, dang. But for some reason at that moment, because we were so close in age, it kicked me into this thing where it was just like, I've dealt with losing people. I had just lost my parents a few years back. My kid's oldest brother passed away, and then here comes my cousin passing away. So it's just like this one, it hit home because in my dad's family, there's 3 brothers, and my uncle even died in that. His youngest brother passed away. The oldest one is still living, but there were 3 brothers with my father. So he had 2 other brothers. There were 3 of them. That's the Shear boys, okay? That's what my name is, Jamaica Shear. I don't know if people think that Meek Shear is a hair name, a hair business name, but that's my birth name. And so we have his oldest brother, my uncle. He had a boy and a girl. Then the youngest brother, my uncle, he had 2 boys, and then my dad had a girl. No, 2 girls. I was about to call. Listen, y'all should tell my sister she used to be a boy. I was about to say my dad had a boy and a girl. Bad, Jamaica. But he had 2 girls. So that was our little family, my cousins. And let me see. My cousin Kathy was the oldest, and then her brother was Chris, the one I said had the fentanyl thing. And then there was me. There was my cousin Kevin. Then there was my sister, and then there was the youngest. His name is Kenton. So here it is. Kathy passed away maybe like 17 years ago. That was the oldest cousin. So now we have Christopher. He's the oldest. Everything's good, you know what I'm saying? Then all these years later, Christopher's gone. And I think the reason why it hit so hard for me was I'm up next. Now I'm the oldest cousin in this bloodline. I'm like, I felt all these emotions, and all I kept saying was, I don't want to die. I'm telling my friend, like, I don't want to die. She's like, you okay? You got a lot you've been dealing with. But it made me look at life a lot different. And I'm like, I'm not even a good oldest cousin. How dare y'all? I kind of got a little mad. Y'all leave me. Y'all, who gonna be my big cousin? Because now I got to be the big cousin to these people. So it caused me to want to be more connected with my cousin and be more of a voice of wisdom for them, a leader in a sense. But then it also made me really value life and not want to be gone, here in my 50s or 60s. I want to live a full life, you know. So I try to take care of myself to the best of my ability. I'm not scary, but I'm definitely vigilant and cautious, you know what I mean? So it just I value life. And when people start going that are fairly young, it makes you look at life a lot differently, you know. My cousin is 54 and here I am now 52. It's like, oh, wait a minute, no. And to be in that space of waiting for those results to come back, now I'm in some kind of anxiety mode and my heart is doing crazy stuff. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to. I was so just emotionally undone in that moment, but everything came out good. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I begin, you know. I know God's will be done, but at the same time, can I get some more time, Father? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do the best I can. Just give me some more time. So, you know, I look forward to life every single day. I don't want to waste no life, you know. That's why I don't try to move in a space of fear, because if I'm fearful, then I'm paralyzed. I'm not moving, and if I'm not moving, I'm not living. So I try to stay out of those fearful spaces. I try to have as much faith as possible, because if I don't have faith, then I have doubt or unbelief. And if I have that, I don't trust God. And I want to always be in a space of trusting God. I try to live life laughing, having fun, making other people laugh. I like to eat. I like to go places. I like to travel. I like to sleep. I want to make the best, all that stuff, even from the greatest to the smallest. I want to do the most. You know what I'm saying? From the greatest to the smallest. You know, for some people, coming outside on a porch in the morning and stretching might seem like nothing, but for me, that's like a blessing, you know? So I might come out here in the morning just like, oh, yes, it's cold, and go back in the house. Life has been excellent to me. That's why I really try to stay out of the complaining. I don't want to complain about something that I'm blessed to have, you know? And I think that a lot of us do get caught up in that space. We get to complaining and taking for granted that we truly are blessed, you know? Even if we don't have everything that we would like to have in life, you're still blessed, you know? There's always someone that has less. Was I saying that last night? When somebody have less, and then you look at the person with less, and then it's somebody that has less than them. Some of the people that have close to nothing have the best attitudes about life. It be us out here with the jobs and making decent money and all this good stuff, be complaining about everything under the sun, but you'll have somebody under a bridge, happy, taking pride in their cardboard box or their chair that they sit on and their blanket. But us spoiled people who got everything we need, for the most part, to survive, whether we have it physically or if we have it mentally, you know, we're just not applying ourselves to cause that thing to come into our hand. We sitting back waiting on things to happen for us and mad at the world because it ain't happening. But faith without works is dead. If you ain't doing nothing, you won't have nothing. But how dare we complain? You know what I'm saying? Can't complain about things you're not doing. You really can't. Can't complain about having no money, but you don't want to go try to get a job. Can't complain about your baby mama or daddy. You chose them. You chose them. Ain't nothing like a woman having a baby with a guy and then turn around and talk about, I hate that deadbeat. Like, why'd you have a baby with a deadbeat? Because I think he would have deadbeat characteristics. And, hey, some people be tricking. Some people be on the trickery. But I didn't know if my baby daddy was gonna be a deadbeat or not. All I know is I was gonna be a mother, whether he was a deadbeat or not. So that's why I would never, be a person that would look at my children's father and be like, "Oh, you good for nothing" or anything like that. Because I made up in my mind when I found out I was pregnant, this man could possibly be like, "I don't want nothing to do with that kid. I'm not about to make him or force him." That man could have been passed away. Could have been, in my case, my kid's father was in jail a lot. Um, Anything could have happened, and then I wouldn't have had a choice of having to do it by myself anyway. So I just always had in my mind, I was at 18, 19 years old. I'm pregnant. I got to be a mother no matter what. I don't believe in the 50-50 with parenting. I believe 100-100, because when you give 50% of yourself, 50% is missing. You know what I'm saying? Household, relationship, whatever. When I give something, yeah, we can pay half the rent. But if I'm talking about what I'm putting into a situation, I'm giving it 100%. Because if we both put in 50, that's 100. That means it's 100 doing what? Chilling, sitting, wasted. Mm. We make life hard. We really do. We make life hard and then get mad at how heavy the weight of the world is, when all we had to do was live a little. What we have to do in life is kind of like small to what God actually does for us in our lives. Everything He does is much more grand than anything we would do. But I guess because it is easier said than done, and I guess because we are human beings, yeah, things happen. But we still have to make the best out of whatever. But I think it takes, time and living to understand, man, I don't need to keep complaining. I need to do this. I think those are just natural instincts where we fall short. They're natural instincts. So therefore, of course, we're going to complain. Of course, we're going to feel like giving up. Of course, we're going to, you know, have those moments. But when you do get older and maybe life is put into a different perspective for you, like I was talking about how my cousin, it made me want to live. I look at it like I shouldn't be complaining. I should either be figuring out how can I fix this or not dealing with it at all. Um, I trust God, I don't know what I'm doing in life every single day half the time. Okay, God, you know me. I'm about to walk out this door. What you want me to do? I used to be that person every single day. I still trust God. I still love God. But there's habits and patterns that I had that I've slacked off from. And I want to get back in the practice of, you know. That's why even with going live, I don't know who wants to hear what I got to say, but I got something to say and I'm going to come on here and say it. But I lost my consistency for a moment. So now it's important for me to find somewhat of some consistency to come on live. Whether it's 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, whatever the case may be, find some time. So that's why I'll come on at like midnight, 11 o'clock, because I just find it easier to go on at the time I'd be going to work. And then I'm noticing, like, in the middle of the day, if I'm doing something, I can pop on, while I'm out and about. Yeah. Hey, Jenny. Jenny. Yes. What's that? Enigmatic? Build habits. I like that. Build habits. And I think what the human mind does is we try to create all these different habits at once. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. When it's one at a time, you know what I mean? You might be able to get two, but start with one. master that, you know. I think that we don't never master something before we be trying to go on doing other stuff and things, picking up stuff. Now we done forgot about this when we were halfway there. You know, I like that. Build habits. That was pretty dope. Don't compound your problems. Hey, I got a story about the effort bucket. Well, it's not really a story, but the effort bucket. If you know what effort really means, but you know, the effort bucket is a space where you throw all the things into that bucket that you can't do anything about. It ain't your problem, or you can't fix it. You don't have the capacity to help with this right now. Throw it in the bucket. F it. The effort bucket comes in handy because it allows you to throw away those things that otherwise would go into your bag and you keep carrying it. You can't fix it, you can't do nothing with it, but yet you're going to still carry it. So I developed that effort bucket, and I do so well with that. Like, I tell people, like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I care. I genuinely care about people and care about things. But when I say I don't care, let's say you don't like me. I don't care. I'm not about to be like, you don't like me, I don't like you either. I don't care. You know, we can care too much, and we know that caring too much sometimes is not a good thing. So I care less. I care about what I'm supposed to care about, and whatever I'm not supposed to care about, I don't deal with it. I'm not about to be carrying on my back something I shouldn't even be caring about. Caring about. Oh. Yeah. Especially being somebody that has, hey, from Portugal. I've been a person that, well, I am a person that deals with anxiety, and it's gone from severe to sometimes never to occasionally to not at all sometimes, whatever the case may be, but it's there. I have anxiety, but it doesn't have me. But if I didn't develop that effort bucket, man, I think my panic attacks would have been destroyed me. You see what I'm saying? They would have destroyed me. There's nothing. I mean, I used to be sitting in the chair doing absolutely nothing, and then my heart just started beating like I was running or something. I didn't know what was going on. I suffered from depression in that moment, and that's when I didn't even know I was depressed. A lot of times people are depressed and have no idea. Say stress is a silent killer. It really is. I found out I was depressed because I started having anxiety attacks, and I went to the doctor. He asked me 3 questions. How long have you weighed this much? Do you go and eat? Go to the refrigerator to find something to eat even though you're not hungry? Called it nervous eats. And the other one I think was, what is it that you want to do that you're not doing? And he asked me, how long have you been depressed? I'm like, I'm not depressed. I answered all the questions. I'm like, I'm not depressed. He's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, no, I'm not. Had no idea. But when I had to really look at it for what it was like, man. That's why now I know if I feel or see those things, I got to pull out of it. I'll be right in depression. You'll be right in depression and won't even know it. That was part of the reason why I left South Carolina abruptly, because I didn't have no family in South Carolina, and I did good for 15 years, but when you ain't got no family, and then you getting older, and then you starting to notice these things, it's like I need to be around some people that are family or like family. So, that was part of my decision. But I definitely, yeah, man, I used to have it bad, but yeah, I feel like I got all the control over my anxiety now. It's almost like when it pops in now, it's a surprise. Like, what's going on? What? I talk to it. I'll be like, what do you want? Ain't nobody got time for that. You better go somewhere I can breathe. I can breathe. I have all control over my breathing. It is not constricted. Anxiety, you have no control over my life. Go somewhere. I got something to do. And that usually works for me, you know? It really does. Like, I learned to deal with it, you know what I mean? So I don't even have now when I get anxiety, it's triggered by the need to pray for somebody. Honestly, and that could have been it all along, but I just didn't know when I was, first going through it and was younger. But yeah. And once I pray, it goes down. It really does. My dad was stationed in Fort Jackson. Oh yeah, up in Columbia. Is that in Columbia, South Carolina? I think. Yep, I lived in Charleston. I live in Norfolk, Virginia now. Am I in a relationship? Yup. Nah, yeah. I have a significant other. We will be together for a year on tomorrow. That is crazy. That's one thing I can say. Life. When I was talking about earlier, I don't know if you was in here, I was talking about life being like a box of chocolates. A man was not in my chocolate box. No relationship, none of that. My chocolate box was not dealing with relationship. I've been into that chocolate like, what? Like Shantae got a man. Nah. Yeah. I couldn't. You couldn't have told me. Oh, I used to live in Charleston. What part did y'all live in? Never see love come, only go. Shit, I don't know if I ever seen it come. I definitely seen it go. But what I will say is this relationship is different because I'm different, It's not, man, it came on after me getting to a space of dealing with mostly everything that I ever been through in life. Relationship wise, I dug deep. You hear me? I dug deep. I needed to not ignore red flags anymore. I needed to also be able to trust that this person is not somebody that I used to date, and also to have discernment to know, nah, this ain't right, so I just didn't try to get in a relationship. I didn't date. I didn't do anything for like 5 years plus. Everything off the table. And I used to always say, God, when you're ready, I would like to have a companion. And I had no idea that, yeah, that thing popped up like bloop. Hey. Strong woman. Oh, hecky nah. I lived in North Charleston. I lived off Ashley Phosphate when I first moved there. That's my first apartment. And then I moved to Somerville. Then I lived in Goose Creek for a second. Then I moved back to Somerville. I left Somerville. If I was to ever go back there, I'll be right back in Somerville. You feed. What did I say? You feed. You feel the what? I'm sorry, I can't see worth a nickel in these glasses in this car for some reason. I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to these progressive lenses. Honestly, I just have given up because I'm always looking out the top. Oh, that was something crazy. No. You feel the what they say? You feel the Rue Carly? Hey, I'm butchering that. I'm just gonna call you feel, okay? Shagback. I don't even know where that is. I don't even know where that is. I can see it's like, progressive lens is like bifocal. So I got a reader at the bottom, and then my at the top is for my far away sight or whatever. So I'm good with the far away side, but it's just like I still get kind of mixed. I don't know. I might need to get them checked out again. Oh man, what did he do? I thought he was playing fair. Oh man. I think everybody had those one night stand things. Come on, man. God bless the person that never did, you know? Yeah, I didn't. That's all I lived in Somerville. My last place I lived in Somerville is like next, and they just built all that up. It probably, I know it wasn't there when you were there. They had a whole new area up off of Main Street in Somerville. Whole new neighborhood. Hello from Tokyo. It is what? 2:57 p.m. That's cool to be like all the way in the daytime there. Dope. Very briefly. Yeah, I like Charleston though. Like Charleston was good to me. I lived there for 15 years, almost 16 before I came here. This was strictly for a change, you know? It wasn't Charleston. It didn't do anything to me. It just was time for a change. I went to Trident Tech too. I took human services. And unfortunately, I still had I had like a half a semester and an internship to go, and look who didn't finish. I said I was going to go back because I want to be a marriage counselor with my single self, if that makes sense. And my friend be like, you can't be a marriage counselor if you ain't married. I was like, it's a relationship. I can. All I got to do is keep the principles that God said about marriage. Duh. I think I could do it, and I think I'll be good at it. Listen, as a hairstylist, you find out what you can do. Because I had at least 2 clients that I saved from divorces. And they are happier than they ever been right now. And I gave them wise counsel. So can't nobody tell me that because I'm single, I can't be no marriage counselor. I'm not going to speak from a space of stuff I don't know. I tell you the biggest advice I gave my one friend. She had a rental home. And she had her husband living in a rental home. And she like, her problem with him was so stupid. It was like, I'm tired of being the one who always plans things. Why can't he plan any things? I'm just tired. And I'm like, he beat you up? No, he can't take charge and do anything. I'm like, he cheat on you? No, but I'm just tired. I don't think I want it anymore. I'm like, did he abandon you? But you made him go live in your other house where your friend lived out who's single. I said, you live in a really big house, number one. You need to get your husband back home and sleep in another room. Because if you let him stay in that house long enough with that single man, you might, you know what I'm trying to say, y'all. And then she was like, I never thought about it that way. If he's not hitting you, he's not cheating on you. He's not abandoning you. You got to work it out. You got to do everything you can until you can't do no more. Because what you're telling me is just not enough reason for you to not be in your marriage. I guess you're right. And then I sent her the scripture where it talks about, the God, Jesus, the husband, and the wife, the covering thing. I said, are you in order? And she looked at it and said, I forgot this. And she started to change her perspective and her approach to how she wanted him to, because men are different than us, right? So it's like, you want him to take charge of something where his brain isn't connected like that. So I started helping her to come up with creative ways to include him in the creative part of what they're gonna do. Don't just expect him to come up with it. He ain't been doing it, I know that. I didn't have to be married to do that. Sometimes you gotta teach a person. Show them what you need. Tell them even. But they going strong. All right, George Dewsbury. We hope you have an amazing day at work. Very productive. Yeah. But she stayed. I forgot what I told the other lady, but that one always stuck out for me. And she still would give me credit for saving her marriage. So I can be whatever I want. No, I'm just kidding. We really can. We can be whatever we want. But I don't know if I'm going back to school. It's a thought, though. There's a lot of stuff that I probably want to do. That's why I said, allow me more life, God. Because I don't know. I'm still growing. I'm 51. And I feel like I got a delayed start. And so that's why I laugh and joke saying I'm a 51-year-old millennial. Because I really do feel like that's my tribe. I'm a millennial. I don't even know what my people is. If it's Gen X or whatever. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be because I'm a millennial. I'm a 51-year-old millennial. I promise you. So I'm still, I'm still going. I'm still getting there. I'm still inquiring mind that wants to know. I still want to know why. You know what I'm saying? Those millennials, man, you can't just tell them anything. You know what I'm saying? They're very logical and they want to know why. And that's how I am. I want to know why. Why not? I remember when I first moved to Charleston. And people would always be like, I think it was like as usual, my price points. Girl, you in Charleston, you can't charge that here. Okay. Watch me. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'm gonna show you why I can. You know, the only thing that did was made me know that I could take all their clients. When I first moved to Charleston, I was doing everybody's hair. You hear me? Everybody that was somebody, or everybody that thought they was somebody, all the popular people, news personalities, radio personalities. I was doing everybody's hair. Pastor wives, didn't matter. I was doing it all. And I based it all off of what they told me I could not do. That's why I know I can do it here, I know I can do it here. It's just about getting refocused and, starting again. Y'all remember what I told y'all the other day? There's power in the redo, revamp, refresh. I went to this conference. It was called what was it? I think it was Refresh. The Refresh conference. It was in Houston, Texas. I came back refreshed for real off that conference, but revamp, rededicate, redo. Yeah, there's power. So hyped you lie. OG, hey OG. Been trying along to reach you about your extended car warranty. You gotta call the repo man. No, I'm just kidding. I got a car. I'm sitting in my car, y'all. That was last week. It's a new day. I have a purposed repossession. Can I please get a shout out? My homies, Pookie and Ray Ray. What up, Pookie and them? Ray Ray, my boy, what's going on? You so crazy. Yeah, I laugh. Thank you. I laugh all the time. Shoot. That's, man, if you can laugh, you living. Shoot. Yeah, I be laughing all the time. Laughing is powerful. You know what I mean? It's good for your soul. I think if you laugh hard enough, you can lose weight. And I still got a few pounds to go. So thank you for contributing to my weight loss. Okay. Eternity that has damaged our world can only be repaired through friendship. Amen. Hallelujah. Half hawk, half man. Hey, I seen that. I don't care what nobody say. Even with glasses on, these letters little. You can make a lady laugh. She had to pee a little. You are so funny. Hey, I'm a woman of a certain age, and I can't be laughing too hard, and I can't sneeze too loud. I'll be at work like, woof, I'll be back. No, I did not pee my pants, but you'd be really having to go to the restroom. You get to laughing too hard. For real. Try to remember that life we live, we complain about is only a dream to some people. Try to remember that the life we live, the life we complain about is only. Was you in here? We was talking about not complaining and things. You are absolutely right. We complain about the darndest things when we are blessed, you know. Thank you, OG. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I really do. I'm trying to have good energy because we need it, you know what I'm saying? Especially on YouTube, man. It be crazy. So I want to come and have fun. Speak life, you know what I'm saying? The power of life and death lies in the tongue. I don't never want to be a person that's speaking death into my people, you know? I don't never want to speak anything that will cause a person to want to give up on life. I don't want to speak anything that takes value away from people. Anything I speak, I want it to add, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's just one kind word, add, you know? So that's, hey, thank you, because you let me know that I'm doing what I set out to do. I set out to do it. It's better to have a few detractors who dislike you while you are that receive universal praise for appearing to be something that you genuinely. It's better to have a few detractors who dislike you for who you are than to receive universal praise for appearing to be something that you genuinely aren't. Hey, Cutting Edge. I agree. Hey, I talk about God a lot. I'm going to have detractors. Jeez. It's okay, though. I'm here for it. I talk about God, but I'm not here to push God on nobody. I talk about what's in my heart, you know? Cool when like-minded appears, and it's cool because I love everybody, you know what I'm saying? No matter what you subscribe to. Difference between a complaint and a where I stand. Oh, yeah, that's dope. Complaint and complying is where I stand. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. You better know it. Our homie on here, Double Speaks, has a saying that says, glory be to God. He say that every 5 minutes. Potato chip and tacos, glory be to God. But that's what it's about, you know what I mean? I'm not afraid to share love. I'm not afraid to tell nobody I believe in Jesus. We're not supposed to be. We expect so much out of God, but then we try to dumb him down or hide it. Not me. No. Too blessed. Way too blessed. I stopped going to church because they were giving me wine and crackers without cheese. You're silly. Listen, it was communion last week, and we went to church with my boyfriend's daughter had the praise dance, and It was communion day, and I was just sitting there thinking, like, man, these crackers is so dry in this little thing. Man, I remember I went to this one church. They had like where you come up and take a piece of the cracker and then dip it in the glass with the wine, alleged wine in it. I'm looking like I am not dipping my cracker behind this person that just dipped their cracker. Oh no, ain't no way. Oh my God. Jesus said to them, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Hallelujah. That's a beautiful thing, because it's like sometimes you follow me and I make you fishers of men. Sometimes that just sounds so complex, I think, to people, when really I believe that being a fisher of men is just basically doing it as Jesus would do. You know what I mean? Loving people, being compassionate, sharing the good news when you can. And it doesn't always have to be the beat in the head with the Bible. Just the same love that he gives us. Even though we can't match his love, we are supposed to love the way he loves us. We love Jesus. We're supposed to love people. And we can't say we love him and don't love people. That's what I don't get. You know what I mean? There's so many people that Jesus is the Lord and Savior, the head of my life. You know, giving honor to God and my Lord and personal Savior, but then hate 50 people. Who's your God again? Who is he? You are so silly. He said, "Fishers of men is not an invite to use grind, men." Stop it, OG. He's so funny. So you're just gonna have you a whole deli up on communion. What inspires me? Life. It's like it sounds like, oh, that's the easy answer, but it really does, because everything about life for me, you know, anything I do in my life, it inspires me. I'm inspired to be kind to people. I'm inspired to style hair. I'm inspired to do a lot of things. You know what I mean? This life, whatever my life has for me, or that, you know, is placed before me, I'm inspired by the ability just to have that desire to want to be an inspiration, you know, or be inspired by other people. What inspires me is to be around people who are similar to me, or if they're not, they're at least open to different ways of thinking, in a sense. I'm inspired by, shoot, what others do that's wrong, you know, what not to do. I'm just inspired, honestly. I'm inspired all day, every day. Christians are forbidden from hating anyone. Hate to see him. Yeah, we had that in here earlier. I listen to the book of Genesis looped as I sleep at night. I think someone brings me peace every morning. Listen, I used to listen to the Bible in my sleep. And I got the craziest revelation from it, because you know how people always be like, oh, God wouldn't do that. That ain't God. That's the devil. And you know, those things like that. And people tend to think that everybody that dies, then it was the devil, if it wasn't like, you know, their time or something. But when I used to listen to the Bible in my sleep, every time I woke up, like if I rolled over and just happened to hear what was, you know, on or went to the bathroom, every time I woke up, it was God cracking open the ground, and man, he was getting them. You hear me? And the first thing I thought was, man, we are lucky because God used to come and wreck stuff. You know what I'm saying? Take you up out of here quick. And then I thought about it. I'm like, God is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. Psh, y'all better not be sitting out here thinking God won't crack this land from under you. And you know what? I know. But I'm telling you, every single time I woke up, and then the earth opened up. I'm like, what? Hold up. Hold up. We are so blessed. You know what I'm saying? We complaining, but none of us don't deserve to be here. For real, for real. Because he was taking them out, clean out, by the droves. Like, yeah, If you were evading the cops in a high-speed chase, what song would you want being on the radio? I don't know. I don't think I'll really be paying attention to the radio. But I want to be like, I think my mindset would be thinking like Ricky Bobby and Talladega Nights. When his daddy told him, like, if you ain't first, you're last, and I'll be flying. Nah, I don't know. I really don't know what song. Hey, I have to think about that. If you come back, ask me that question again. Now I'm going to really be thinking about what song. Probably, but if I had to come off the top of my head, In the Club by 50 Cent. Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. Hey, I used to walk like 8 miles to that song. As I got older, I realized the wee hours of the morning was written by us older folk having to pee. You are crazy, OG. That's funny. Hours of the morning was written. Shoot, I don't know. If I was debating the cops, I'd play Ludacris Move. Yeah, that's a good one too. That's a good one too. That's a good one too. What about I Believe I Can Fly? Now let me quit. That's funny. I'm getting sleepy now. 1:37. It has been so real, y'all. I'm gonna have to get off this here YouTube because I need to go to bed. I got a 10-year-old to get on the bus in the morning, and I got to get her up early because we got to get in the argument before she even get dressed. So I think tonight I'm just gonna start like, no, I'm not. I took off work so I could get some rest. Usually if I don't go to work, I have a tendency to stay up like I was at work and end up going to sleep around the time I would be getting off work, like 5:30, 6:30. I don't want to do that tonight. Give me some good peaceful rest and perhaps think about what I'm going to talk about on here tomorrow. As always, I appreciate everybody for coming through, hanging out with me for this short time. I appreciate the input. Welcome to everybody that subscribed tonight. I love having you. Hope to see you again. Hopefully I said something that resonated with you, encouraged you, inspired you, made you laugh, you know. In OG's case, made you have to pee a little. I'm not a monetized station. I do take donations via Cash App. It's # her meekness, like in my name. But that is definitely not the most important thing over here. The most important thing is that you hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend, bring a friend, because caring is sharing. I am Meek Shear, in case you didn't know. Jamaica Meek Shear. My friends call me Meek. I am your short hair specialist. I am a licensed cosmetologist of 30 years. I am still active duty, okay? I get down. Y'all see me on here doing hair sometime. That's in the making. Um, I love God, most first and foremost, I love God. And any way I can share that love, I'm going to share it. So if it's um, in the streets or on YouTube, I'm commanded to press play and talk, share what's on my heart and mind. You'll see me navigating through life, dealing with my own ups and downs, having fun. May see me eating food. You might see me doing hair. You might see me sitting in my car often. But having said all that, I really appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you again next time. I pray that God blesses you with sweet dreams overnight. If you're getting ready to go to work, I pray that He gives you traveling mercies and you get there on time safely. I pray that your day is great at work, that no one comes to cause you to have a day that's less than beautiful and wonderful. I pray for your children. If you're sending children to school, I pray for them to be covered while they're at school. As they're going and coming, I pray that their teachers are covered and equipped for anything that could possibly come to try to cause any hurt, harm, or danger. And I also pray that God gives you a lot of wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and clarity. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Let me see these things before I leave. I know I'm about to time somebody out. Have a blessed night, everyone. Thank you, Veronica. Oh my God. Be kind. Make up hugs. Make up his hugs. Amen. All right, y'all. Bye bye. Love ya.